something that I have started to realize in the past few days is how much our society is driven on living in the mind instead of living in the body. I recently went to Costa Rica for a yoga teacher training, and I just got back about a week ago, and my nervous system finally felt regulated. We did many practices that involved emotional embodiment. So you experience an emotion, you embrace it to the fullest extent, and you express it through movement or dance in your body. So that emotional embodiment and this constant movement day in, day out of being in my body and walking barefoot outside and being outside and being away from my phone and my computer. And I get back here and I feel so grounded because, of course, I was grounded after that experience, but I'm a week back into society, whatever the heck this is, and I'm starting to live in my mind again and have anxiety again and these things, and it's this thing of the longer I'm on the screen having to do work and stuff, the further I am from myself and my body, and that like one of the key aspects of fulfillment is to escape the mind, or not escape the mind, but to make the mind and the body one again, the mind-body connection. And in our society, we constantly consume information. We're looking for the answers to our fulfillment on the internet, and it's a never-ending stream of information that we can consider. And the paradox is the only time that true fulfillment is going to occur is once we stop searching for it on a conceptual level, and once we start exploring ourselves and our emotions and the messages that our body has to tell us, because a lot of wisdom is within our bodies. And the mind only knows what has occurred in the past and what could occur in the future based on a limited amount of human experience within human experiences in this lifetime. And the mind only knows that, or the media or TV, just things that the mind has consumed, aka this is a recipe for brainwashing. But I don't know the answer to this question I'm about to ask, how does one explain brainwashing on a somatic scale? How does one explain brainwashing when the body is tricked into believing the lies that are in the mind, which I think it is far more difficult to body wash. That's not a real term, I don't think. But body wash, aka your body now believes the lies that have been programmed. I think the body always knows that there's something off. And there's this wisdom in the body, this gut feeling that will always know when the body's off, no matter how intensely the mind will believe something to be true. So, this whole aspect of, okay, let's say the animals in the zoo, let's say conceptually there's a cheetah in the zoo, right? And trapped in a cage. And the cheetah conceptually is like, this is my home, this is all I've known my whole life, this is all there is. Okay, I'm just gonna live this life. But in the cheetah's body, the cheetah probably feels restricted, and the cheetah feels, okay, there's something missing, but I don't know what is missing because I've never experienced anything else, but I know in my body that something is off. And it is this that has come forth in our bodies in our present day society, where there's anxiety, there are health issues, there are just a lot of imbalances, emotionally speaking, and the mind is not able to conceptualize what is causing this imbalance because the mind has not experienced what it is to not be domesticated. But the body knows, the body has that innate wisdom. Whereas the mind will sometimes even gaslight the body into being like, What do you mean, like, there's no other way to live? Like, this is the only way you've lived. Like, your emotions aren't valid. And we're not trying to guilt trip the mind. We're trying to heal the mind-body connection here. But it's this whole concept of there's something wrong with the individual instead of there's something wrong with the system. So, anyways, the takeaway from this video would be like, okay, like, how can you express your emotions through your body? How can you be more grounded in your body? What do you need to live a life more aligned with that? And even if that means changing your whole life and turning everything upside down, it's one of those moments of, if you're on your deathbed, oh my gosh, we're getting deep. If you're on your deathbed, what would you regret? What would you regret? Because convenience does not breed success. And success can be subjective, but convenience does not breed long-lasting happiness. Sometimes the most inconvenient route will be the most fulfilling route. We're taught in society that we should go with the flow and that opportunities will occur naturally, conveniently. And I'm going to agree to disagree on that one, because we're not going to conveniently undo the damage that we've done on the earth, and we're not going to conveniently alter and change society. It's not very convenient to change the way everyone's living, but it is best to do so. Obviously, I can't control what other people do. I can only control what I do. So anyways, yeah, so just, I guess the first step is that I've been implementing is doing embodiment movement every day and expressing these emotions and realizing that my body has so much wisdom, and walking barefoot when I'm able to, because that actually makes a humongous difference. And like staying in your center, staying in my center has helped a lot. And just being here, just being in the present moment. Yeah, so we have a lot of work to do, guys. Where do we start? We start with owning our own impact. We start with owning our own impact, guys. So good to see you all again. I hope to be filming videos of me talking in nature in the future instead of this room. I am moving soon. I currently live in a desert, but I'm moving to a forest soon. So it will be much easier to go outside. Yeah, so feel free to comment. Where are you watching from? I'm curious.